Thank you, Mark, and a big hello from London. I have been away speaking at both domestic and international technical analysis conferences these past few weeks. So it's given me the opportunity to look at these actions this past week on my charts with fresh eyes. And there have been some interesting technical patterns, some developing and some seemingly starting to develop but then dying off. So in the currencies, we had a weekly key reversal up in US dollar Indian rupee, which has seen no incentive to follow on higher since then. I suspect this has been due to the market being capped by the October 2022 high at 83.27, and also the effect of the breached but not broken mid-August to date downtrend, currently at 83.24. And that's all of those on the market. Now, I deal with this more fully in my daily foreign exchange commentaries. In US dollar Chinese yuan 1-year NDF, we also had a weekly key reversal up, the second within the last 2 months. But this action was not replicated in either spot US dollar Chinese yuan or the 1-month US dollar Chinese yuan NDF, or in the US dollar CNH, the offshore Chinese yuan. Additionally, the market has not seen much of a follow-through higher, currently being still within last week's range, though admittedly towards the upper end of it. We also had a weekly key reversal down in the US dollar Nigerian Naira 1-year NDF, if only just. This also has not seen a follow-through lower, maintaining itself within last week's range, around about Friday's close. In the commodities, we had an interesting weekly key reversal up last week in New York coffee futures, one that I had highlighted in my weekly coffee and sugar commentaries this past Monday. After some initial indecision on Monday, we saw a reasonable follow-on higher yesterday, but I would caution you on 2 points. First, the overhead 2017 high at 159.30, and second, and perhaps more importantly, the nearby declining medium moving average, currently 159.95. This managed to cap the market back in mid-September at higher levels. We also had a weekly key reversal up in New York cotton futures, which has seen the exact opposite of a follow-through higher. Instead, the market has dropped down towards the slowly rising medium moving average, currently at 84.72, though I have doubts about how good a support this could really be. Meanwhile, in Chicago Soybean Futures, we had a really interesting weekly key reversal up last week as prices broke up and out of the upper time, currently at 12.90, of the late July to late August bullish shift pitchfork. Now, this pitchfork had identified and defined the bearish angle of attack of this market since late August, and this weekly key reversal up shows a determined move higher. Now, overhead, the next levels to look at now are the declining short medium moving average, currently at 13.38, the recent 50% Fibonacci line at 13.49, and the now slowly rising medium moving average, currently 13.59. We also had a weekly key reversal down last week in CME Lithium Futures, on which we have seen a small follow-on lower this week. Plus, we had an interesting disparity in the freight markets, with a weekly key reversal up last week in the Baltic Supramax index, with a small follow-on higher this week, but an opposing weekly key reversal down last week in the Baltic Clean Tanker Index, which so far has not seen a follow-on lower, or even really a reaction higher either. As always, I'm happy to answer any direct questions with anyone who is interested, and with that I'll finish this section from London, and I hope you found these comments useful.
Thank you for listening. This weekly broadcast gives the essential market patterns and consequences. Please be aware of the risk disclaimer posted both at the front and the back of this broadcast. Copyright is Eddie Topic and ADM Investor Services International Limited. And here comes the final important bit. Thank you for listening. This weekly broadcast gives the essential market patterns and consequences. Please be aware of the risk disclaimer posted both at the front and the back of this broadcast. Copyright is Eddie Toftpick and ADM Investor Services International Limited. And here comes the final important bit.